Hi everyone, today we will be discussing the remaining problems of 5.2. The question from where we are starting is question number 13. How many 3-digit numbers are divisible by 7? So we know that the 3-digit number starts with 100 and ends with 999. So the process to find out whether it is divisible by 7 or not, we will check. Suppose we are taking 100, which is the first 3-digit number. So the 3-digit numbers are from 100 to you will get till 999. But we need the numbers which are divisible by 7, right? So the first number which is divisible by 7 and the last number which is divisible by 7 we are finding out by this method. Okay. So first we will divide 100 with 7. What you will get? 7. Then 428. You are getting remainder as 2. When you subtract this remainder from 100, you will get 98, right? And 98 is obviously a multiple of 7, but it is not a 3-digit number. So in order to get the 3-digit number, you just add 7 to this number, which is a multiple of 7. So what you will get? It is 105. So the first number which is divisible by 7, first 3-digit number which is divisible by 7 will be 105. Second, then you can just add 7 and then get the next number. Okay, after 105, what you will get? 112, 112, etc. And for the last number, what we will do? We will again divide 999 with 7. Okay, 7, 2, 29, 4, 28, 19. Then you will have 2 and here you will have 14, that means the remainder is 5. Now this remainder should be subtracted from 999. From 999 you subtract this remainder which is 5, you will get 994. And this 994 will be a multiple of 7. Okay, so 994 will be the last 3-digit number which is divisible by 7. Understood how to find out? Dividing and then subtracting the remainder from the number which is the last number, 3-digit number. Okay, and here what we did, we have actually divided, then subtracted the remainder. But why we are adding this? Because we have to get the 3-digit number. This is only a 2-digit number, that's why. Okay, so next number which is divisible by 7 will be plus 7 will give you that number. So this is the method to get the numbers. Okay, now here you can just see that the first term which is your divisible by 7 is 105. So it will be acting as A. And D obviously will be 7 because divisible by 7 means you will get 112 minus 105 as 7. So you have the common difference to be 7. And this 994 is actually your last term. Last term in the sense A, and we don't know the position. That is our question. How many 3-digit numbers means the question is how many n you can find out which are divisible by 7 and they are 3-digit numbers. Okay, so we will just take that ANS. Let that AN be. I'm just removing from there, writing like let AN is your 994. Now we will just replace AN with the formula which is A plus n minus 1 into D, which is equal to 994. A is 105 plus n minus 1 into 7 is equal to 994. 105 plus 7n minus 7 is equal to 994. Then you will have how much you will get here? Your 7n minus 1, 7 into n minus 1 will have 994 minus 105, and that will be nothing but 889, which is your 7n minus 7. Or you can just say that like this also. This is your 7 into n minus 1. Now you can just multiply. Like this means 889 by 7 will give you that. So here also you can just change. Let it be like this only, so that it will be easy for you to calculate. Now what is 89 divided by 7? You will get it to be 127. So you are getting your n minus 1 to be 127. Okay. So what will be n? It is 127 plus 1, which is 128. So your answer is, that is how many terms are lying in between 105, in between in the sense including 105 and 994 are 128. So there are 128 digits, 3-digit numbers that are divisible by, which are divisible by 7. Okay, 128. Clear? Next question, question number 14 is how many multiples of 4 lie between 10 and 250? Now again, going for the multiples of 4 means from 10, if you are checking, it is easy for you to tell the first number which is divisible by or which is a multiple of 4, that can be written as 12. Next will be 16, etc. But you have to find out the last term also, because it is between 10 and 250. So we will use the same process, which is divide your 250 by 4. So we will get how much? The remainder to be 2, right? So this remainder should be subtracted from 250. 250 minus 2 will give you 248. So this will be your last number, which is a multiple of 4 between 10 and 250. Okay, this is the last one. Understood? Now again, how many means you have to find out n. So we will take 248 as your nth term, right? So here you have a is equal to 12, d is equal to, obviously it will be 4, and let an is equal to 248. Okay, an is a plus n minus 1 into d equal to 248. A is 12 plus n minus 1 into 4 is equal to 248. You will get 4 into n minus 1 as 248 minus 12, which is 236, and n minus 1 will be, this is your 4 into n minus 1. So n minus 1 will be 236 divided by 4, which is equal to how much? It is 59. So we are getting n minus 1 to be 59 means what? N will be 60, right? So you are getting how many terms are lying between 10 and 250, which are the multiples of 4? 60. Okay. There are 60 terms or 60 terms which are the multiples of 4 that lie between or lying between 10 and 250. Okay, you have 60 terms in between 10 and 250 which are multiples of 4, right? Next one is question number 15. For what values of n are the nth terms of the two APs 63, 65, 67, etc. and 3, 10, 17, etc. are equal? So you have to find out that value of n for which both the APs have the nth term to be equal. Okay, so from the first, that is 63, 65, 67, etc. we will get, what we will get? A, which is 63, and what is D? Common difference is 65 minus 63, which is 2. Okay, now for the second series, which is 3, 10, 17, etc. your A will be 3 and D will be 10 minus 3, which is equal to 7. So here your D is 2, there it is 7, A is 63 and there it is 3. Now they are saying that the nth term for both the sequences or both the APs are equal. So we'll just start with the given fact, that is the nth term, what is given? Okay, the nth term of the first AP is equal to nth term of the second AP. Now for the formula when we are using, it is both a plus n minus 1 into d, but for the first, okay, this is for the first AP, and here also a plus n minus 1 into d for the second AP. So when we are replacing the values, it is 63 for the first one plus n minus 1 into 2 is equal to, here you will have 3 as your A plus n minus 1 into 7. That means you are getting here how much? 63 plus 2n minus 2 is equal to 3 plus 7n minus 7. That is, here you have 61 plus 2n is equal to 7n minus 4. That means when 2n will go there, you will get 7n minus 2n, which is 5n, and this will come here as 61 plus 4, which is 65. Okay, so that your n value is 65 by 5, which is 13. Right? So for which value means their 13th term will be equal. Okay, 13th term of both the APs will be equal. You can write the 13th term of both the APs will be equal. Okay. Question number 16. Determine the AP whose third term is 16 and seventh term exceeds the fifth term by 12. So what is given in the question? You have to find out AP means you have to get your A and D, and then we can write the AP. And the given factor is A3. Third term means A3, which is given to be 16. Now what do you mean by A3? It is A plus 2D equal to 16. Okay. Now next thing which is given is seventh term exceeds the fifth term. What do you mean by that? Seventh term exceeds the fifth term by 12. That means it is 12 more than the fifth term. Who? Seventh term. Okay. Now we are just simplifying this. A7 is same as A plus 6D is equal to A plus 4D plus 12. Now A will get cancelled and you will get 6D minus 4D equal to 12, or 2D is equal to 12, which will give you D is equal to 12 by 2 equal to 6. Okay, so common difference you got. Now you need to find out what is A. So for that you can just use the equation already which we got is A plus 2D. Okay, in that you can substitute the value of D. So A plus 2D equal to 16 will imply A plus 2 into 6 equal to 16, which is A plus 12 is equal to 16, or A is equal to 16 minus 12, that is A equal to 4. So now you got your first term A and the common difference. That means we are ready to write the AP. Therefore, the AP is first term 4, second term will be 4 plus A plus D. So it will be 4 plus 6, which is 10. Next term will be A plus 2D, or you can say A2 plus D. A2 is 10 and D is 6, means next is 16, like that it will go. Okay. So at least 3 terms you need to write. Okay. So this is your AP, required AP. Question number 17. Find the 20th term from the last term of the AP 3, 8, 13, etc. 253. This type of problem is very important. From the last term, that means you have to find out not A20, it is actually from the last. That means if this is your first term, I can say that the 20th position element I want to know. 20th position term. Okay. Now from this side, if we are taking this sequence, we cannot say which will be the 20th term from the last. So the easiest method to do the problem is to reverse the order of the given sequence. What is given? Sequence given is 3, 8, 13, etc. 253, right? This is the sequence given. Here your A is 3 and D is 8 minus 3, which is 5. Now remember, when we say that you have to reverse the order of the sequence, your D will have the opposite sign of what you have got in the original sequence. In your original sequence it is 5. That means in your sequence after reversing the order. So we are just reversing the order of the AP. Reversing the AP, what you will get? This last term will become the first term. So 253. So next term if we want to write, we have to know what is the difference, right? So the difference for this will be, I'm just writing like this, whatever terms have been available here. Now in order to get the first, this will act as now your first term, and the D, see here you will get 13 minus, you have to get the second term or the successive term minus the preceding term. So here you got like 13 minus 8 is 5. Here it will be 8 minus 13. That means whatever you have got in your original sequence as your common difference, the negative of that will be in your reversing the AP. That means here your D, A will be your 253 and D will be negative 5. Negative of 5. Okay. So now the same problem. That means here now you can use your n to be 20 and do as you do like your find the 20th term. Okay, this is from the first position. If it was in this one from the last position, from here it will be the 20th position from this side. Okay, so you have to actually find out A20, right? So A20 will be A plus n minus 1 into D. A will be your 253 plus n minus 1. N is what? 20. 20 minus 1 into D is minus 5. So you will get 253 minus 19 into 15. Okay, this much is clear. So 253 into 19 minus 3, now 5. 19 minus, what you will get? 253 minus 19 into 5. 19 into 5 is 95, right? So you will get 253 minus 95. And what is the subtraction of these two? 253 minus 95 will give you 158. So this is the term which you want. You understood? If it is from the last term of the AP, you have to just reverse the order of the AP, and then the difference, what is in the sequence, original sequence, the difference will be of the negative of what you have got in the original. Okay, if it is 5, it is minus 5. If it is minus 5, we will get it to be 5. And do as usual, finding the nth term, whatever the position is given. Understood? Question number 18 is, the sum of the 4th and 8th terms of an AP is 24 and the sum of the 6th and 10th terms is 44. Find the first 3 terms of the AP. So in order to get the terms, you have to get what is A and D, right? So from the situations given, we will just go for what is A and D. 4th term and 8th term, both sum we will get as 24. 4th term is written as A4, 8th term, and sum of them will give you 24. This is one thing which they have given, and the other thing is sum of 6th term and 10th term is given to be 44. So from this you can write A4 is A plus 3D plus A plus 7D is equal to 24, and second one will give you A plus 5D plus A plus 9D is equal to 44. Simplifying, we will get this to be 2A plus 10D equal to 24, and here again 2A plus you will get 14D is equal to 44. Now let it be your equation number 1, 2, and you will subtract to eliminate one of the variables. So what you will get? This will become minus 4D is equal to minus 20, or you can say D is equal to 5. So you got the common difference. Now you have to find out what is A equal to. So you can use any of the equations. Suppose I am using first one, 2A plus 10D is equal to 24. I will just replace the value of D as 5, so that I will get 2A is equal to this 50. So it is 24 minus 50, which is minus 26. So 2A is minus 26, or you can say A is equal to minus 13, right? So you got the value of A as minus 13. Now what you want? You got both first term as well as the common difference. So first term, first 3 terms you want. First term will be, therefore, the first 3 terms of the AP are, what will be those? You will have here minus 13 first term, then next term will be minus 13 plus 5, which will be minus 8. Next term, again the third term will be minus 8 plus 5, which is minus 3. And you can stop here because they are asking only 3 terms. You can just put a full stop there. Okay. Next question, question number 19 is, Subbarao started work in 1995 at an annual salary of rupees 5,000 and received an increment of rupees 200 each year. In which year did his income reach rupees 7,000? That means when he will get 7,000 rupees, that year you want to find out, like this. Okay. So first we will start with what is the first term taken as 5,000, starting with 5,000. So you will have your A to be 5,000. Okay. And he is having an annual increment of 200 rupees. That means you can say that D is acting as 200. Right. Now it should reach 7,000 means it is acting as the last term. So that we can start with, let the nth term be 7,000. Okay. Now what is nth term? A plus n minus 1 into d, which is 7,000. Right. So what is A? It is 5,000 plus n minus 1 into d is 200 equal to 7,000. So you are getting 200 into n minus 1 is equal to 7,000 minus 5,000 will give you 2,000. That means you are getting 200 into n minus 1 as 2,000, or n minus 1 is 2,000 by 200, which is you are getting 10, right? So your n is 11, right? The meaning of n equal to 11 is in the 11th year his salary will reach this amount. Okay, and which is that 11th year that we need to find out. So you can just say that is in the 11th year. In the 11th year, his income will reach rupees 7,000. Now, which will be that year that we need to calculate? Now, here, once again, if you check, first year his salary is 5,000. So, for the second year, his salary will be increasing, right? Now that second year is actually mentioning like 1995 plus 1, that is 1996 will be the second year, right? Now when you go for the third year, you are adding together with 1995 what 2. That will be your third year, right? So this is giving you 1997. So similarly, if you go for the 11th year, what you need to add with 1995, it should be 10. So you are getting the year to be 2005. Okay, so that is in the year 2005 his income will reach rupees 7,000. Okay. Question number 20 is, Rampali saved rupees 5 in the first week of a year and then increased her weekly savings by rupees 1.75. If in the nth week her weekly savings become rupees 20.75, find n. So this is also a direct problem. That means you have to take your A as first week, what is the saved amount, it is 5, and D, that is increased her weekly saving, means it is acting as D, so it will be 1.75. And in the nth week means what is given here, it is your AN. So AN is equal to 20.75. This much is given and you have to find what is N equal to, right? So we will start with what is AN equal to, A plus N minus 1 into D. AN is 20.75 and A is 5 plus N minus 1 into 1.75. So here you will get 20.75 is equal to 5 plus 1.75 N minus 1.75. 1.75 will come here and the addition will give you 22.50 is equal to 5 plus 1.75 N. Right? Now this, after subtraction, 22.5 minus 5 will give you 17.5. 0 is equal to 1.75 N. Right? So that your N becomes 17.50 divided by 1.75. So what you are getting is, this is equal to 10. Right? It is 1750 divided by 175, it will become 1750 divided by 175 and that will give you 10. So N is equal to 10. Okay? So that nth week is your 10th week. So in the 10th week, her weekly savings will become, in the 10th week, her or the weekly savings become rupees 20.75. Okay.